Hey, welcome back to my channel. I have gotten a lot of great feedback regarding several of the videos I have on my YouTube channel, one of which is a little bit of a longer video dealing with high-level and membership sites. Now, the first video that I had, which is linked to in this particular video here, it just covers the basics of memberships, creating a membership sites, products, offers, and things like that. This video, what I want to do is I want to dive a little bit deeper into some of the other automation pieces that High Level has regarding membership sites and how you as a course creator or person that is going to be potentially doing this in the future, how you can truly dig deep and customize, you know, the way people access your sites and get notifications and so forth while they're taking your course. So making it a lot more interactive. So here's what I want to do. First of all, I want to hop in and start going over a lot of the workflows that you can create with membership sites inside of High Level. So before we get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I always appreciate your support. Alrighty, let's get to it. So here we are. We've got a couple of different tabs open here, and forgive me if I'm going to be bouncing around, but I've got just a lot of different things I want to show you, a lot of different ideas I want to share with you to hopefully get the creative juices flowing so that you can understand how to use these and start even turning these features or creating these in your online courses in High Level so you can begin getting some true customizations. So right now, what I'm actually in is one of our demo locations here, and I'm actually inside of a sort of a folder inside of our workflow area just to give us a sort of a sandbox to start creating workflows and not have to worry about getting them mixed up with all the other ones. So what we're going to do here is, first of all, we're going to open up the workflow, and I want to tell you, if you're interested in just some of the workflows in these recipes, I do have another workflow video, so I'm not going to be going over them. The one thing I just wanted to point out here is these templates that you see really have nothing to do with the membership site. There's really no memberships templates at this point. It really has to be custom, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to create this video and explain to you some of the things that you can do. So right now, we're not going to be using any template to start with. We're going to simply just start from scratch. So I'm going to choose this one right here, start from scratch. Now, with any workflow, the first thing that we need to do is create a trigger. Now, triggers are basically an event that happens that will start the workflow. So that's one of the things you have to understand is High Level has lots of different triggers, excuse me, that you can activate or turn on that will make workflows work. That's one of the great features about High Level, just one of many. But let's take a look at the workflows that are the workflow triggers, excuse me, that are associated with membership sites. And let me show you all the ones that are available. It's pretty amazing. So we're going to click on this. These are all of the triggers. Now again, triggers, there's difference between triggers and events or actions that happen after the workflow. So there's different ones. The trigger is only the ones that activates or turns the workflow on. So these are the ones that we're going to be focusing on today. So right now, if I'm, well, first of all, I scroll pretty quickly here, but you see there's several different ones from appointments, different things on contacts, contact actions, many different events, Facebook lead, form submissions, and so forth. But what I'm going to be focusing on here is the membership sites. So what I'm going to do here is make sure I can blow this up a little bit to make sure that we can look this over. And what I want to do is go over these with you really quick to kind of tell you what they are, and then we're going to hop in and actually create a quick course real quick. It's just going to take a few minutes, and then we're going to come back into the workflows and show you how you can tie these triggers to the new course that we just created. So right now, category started and category completed. Now I will go over what categories, offers, products, things like that we have listed here. But a category is sort of a high level of sort of a container setting inside of your membership site that all of your lessons can be stored in. Now, most people take categories and they break them up into, segments that are digestible, if that makes sense. So you don't have just one big category that has 100 different videos. You might break that up into 10 different categories, and each category having their own lessons in them. So right now there is one that that you can have for when a category gets started, meaning if somebody goes, if they're on the membership site and they actually start any lesson within that particular any particular lesson in that category, that initiates the category start trigger. So again, there's several triggers that could potentially fire on this that we're going to see, but the category started is one of the ones that you have as available. Now the next one is category completed. So this right here again is just what it sounds like. Whenever, let's just say you have a category with 5 lessons in it. Whenever somebody goes through all 5 lessons, and unfortunately they do have to click the mark is done, they have to select that they're done with it, and then the high level takes them to the next lesson. They do have to select that in order for these to all work. If they don't select that, marking them as done, then the system doesn't know they're 100% completed. So that's one of the downfalls about this, is that people will have to select that. And I'll show you what that looks like. But if somebody finishes all 5 lessons and complete them, then you can have a workflow that fires. It says, hey, great, you finished the first category. Great job. Go to the next category and start on those lessons here. I can't wait for you to learn them more. So what it really does is allow you to have more personalized settings whenever people go through each particular section of your course. Now, for you, it depends upon how granular you really want to communicate with your students. So category, again, is the high level. That's the container. And then you have the lesson, which is the individual lesson, which we do have a couple moving right into that. Lesson started, lesson completed. Just what you might think. You have a lesson. If somebody clicks on that and starts the video training, or they click into that particular lesson, then that activates the lesson started. So that right there is how that works. And when they check the box that says mark is complete, then that means the lesson is completed. And then you can have another trigger that fires after that. So really, high level does give you a lot of granular control over how you want to automate your online course and when you communicate with your students at what part of the course. So that's really fantastic in a good way and sometimes in a bad way. Now, good way that you have so many options, but bad way is now you have to sit back and really have a strategy over how you want to look, once you have your course laid out, how you want to effectively communicate with your students without just bombarding them with every time that they complete a lesson. You may not want to communicate with them. You might want to only do it at the category level. So this is the things that you have to figure out. Now, it really kind of depends upon how quickly your course is too. Now, if you have a category, for instance, and the lessons, let's just go back to say there's 5 lessons, and each lesson is 5 minutes long, well, it's not going to take people very long to go through, 5-minute courses. Somebody could do that inside of a half an hour. So I want to make sure you understand, if you communicate with people at the category start and you send them an email saying, hey, congratulations, way to get started, let's get the rest of these done. And then every lesson they click on every 5 minutes are getting another potential email or SMS or some kind of communication from you. That could be a little bit too much if you can kind of understand that. Now, if your lessons each lesson is like 5 hours long, well, if that's the case, then because those lessons are so long and it takes them so long to go through it, you might want to have a communication at each lesson level. So I just try to give you an idea to think about how to begin building that communication with your students, depending upon how long your lessons are. So again, whether to do it at the category level or at the lesson level. And if you're not sure what that is, I'll visually show you when we create our course what those are. So the next thing is a great one here, membership new sign up. Now, anytime somebody signs up for a course, whether it be a free course or whether it be a paid course, you can sit back and have a trigger fired that just, it could be a welcome email. Hey, thank you so much for signing up for my course. I hope you have a lot of great information. If you have any questions, email support or however you want to do the introductory email about that one, or text message or whatever. You can have a new sign up workflow that gets initiated. And again, we'll take a look at some of these triggers and go through them so you can see what they're like. Now, the next one deals with more higher level. When you're dealing with offers now, and an offer access is granted. This right here, I'm going to show you what this is, specifically regarding to the CRM level, because you can give somebody access to an offer without them necessarily having to sign up for your course. And I know I don't mean to sound contradictory here, but you can have somebody sign up for a free course through a funnel, and they sign up for the course that way. But you can also just have a contact, create a contact, and assign them to that course, and without them having to sign up. So you can do it manually. Now, when you do it manually and you actually make that and you assign that offer to the contact, then this trigger gets initiated. So when you give it to them, offers granted, or even if you remove the offer, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a little bit. Right now, I'm just trying to go through each one of these triggers to show you, kind of explain to you what they do, and then we're going to step through different parts of high level to show you where these are at and how they get initiated. So we have offers, and now we have products. Now, I'm just going to recap quickly here. An offer could be a grouping of products. So inside of high level, memberships are created by building products. You have to build a product first. Once you build a product, then you have to create an offer around that product. Now, the offer can include one product. It can include 10 products. It's completely up to you on how you want to sell that or create that offer for that particular series of products or individual product. That's completely up to you. But to build things through the funnels and to sell things, everything is done at the offer level. So we will take a look at how to build an offer for the new course that we're going to create here and show you how all of that stuff works. But just to keep in mind, offers are sort of a higher level container, and they can contain one or multiple products. Again, you can offer that. You can make the offer for free by giving it a cost of zero, or you can charge something for it. And which case when somebody signs up for it, inside of your funnel, they can pay for it using high level. And then once they do that, they get redirected to the membership site, which high level then grants them access to it. So that is offers and products. Now, product started and product completed. These are two different things. Now, notice when we say product access granted, that means they have been allowed access to the product. Product started means they actually clicked into the product and they began looking at it. So again, there's lots of different granular levels that you can do here. Now, a lot of these don't have to involve communications with your students. A lot of these could be if you have a big course creator, you can have a manager, like some sort of support or manager over the course creation process. And you may have your internal team get notified whenever people go through different steps. So when you go through these particular workflows, these workflows aren't always about communicating with the student. A lot of times they can communicate with team members. So you might have a specific, if you're dealing with different products, you can have different product team members depending on how big your team is. You may have a product manager and you may have product team leaders over each one of your high-level products that are involved with it. Well, when people start something, then you could sit back and trigger to your team that somebody has started that product. So I'm just trying to give you some examples, depending on your team, your setup, and your organization, how you can get these things configured and how you can use them in your business. So product started, product completed, those are pretty straightforward. You start a product, and once the product has been completed. Now, again, I want to make sure you understand, products can be configured with multiple different categories. Because keep in mind, you've got an offer, then you have a product that contained inside of the offer. Then inside the product, you have different categories, different lessons inside of those categories. That's how high level is structured, and we will take a look at that. But depending upon what level you want to do something with, high level gives you all the granularity that you need to simply create workflows depending upon what stage that particular person is in. Communicating with your team or communicating with the student. Either way is perfectly reasonable. With high level, they just give you the tools. You can create and design your own system. Now, last but not least is the user login. Not quite sure when you would actually begin using this. I don't know if you would really want to know when every user logs in or not, but if you did want to have a user login and you want to sit back every time they logged into your membership site, if you wanted to notify a team member or if you wanted to do something, then you could do the user login trigger. That right there would work as well. But keep this in mind, if you have hundreds, thousands of students, that can go crazy. Your workflow could be firing, sending emails, communicating. So just be careful about that one because people could be logging in at multiple different times throughout the day. So anyway, these are some of the membership triggers that are available. Now what we're going to do is we're going to leave this screen the way it is. I'm going to zoom back out. I'm going to leave the screen the way it is, and I'm going to hop over to our other tab where we can sit back now and start configuring a course. And then from that course, we can sit back and now come back into the workflow area and show you how to tie those particular workflow triggers with the new course. The new course and new offer that we've got created. Okay, so let's do that real quick and I'll walk you through that. So inside here, we're in the same account, but we're just in the sites area, and I don't want to bounce back and forth in one tab. So I'm going to be using a couple different tabs, but under membership sites here, you've got dashboard, products, offers. Now, we're not going to go over all this stuff. Look at the video for memberships if you want to go over all the analytics and settings. Right now, I'm only going to be pretty much dealing with products and offers at this particular point. So we're going to go into the products area because, again, we have to create the product first before we can create the offer. So right now, this is where we already have our free course. If you don't know, we do offer a free high-level training course. The link is in the description below. A small little plug for that one here, but we already have a product created, but I'm just going to show you how to create another one from scratch, just in case you've never created one, so we can actually see the process. Now, for descriptions on all these, you can look at the membership site, but I'm just going to do build your own. And right now, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to call this YouTube channel course, if I could spell correctly. So YouTube channel course. Now, this is going to be a course on YouTube channels, video editing, thumbnail creation. We're going to go crazy here. So when we do this, notice that we have product structure. This bar right here, this colored bar where it says blank category, this is your category level. So this is the container, and this blank post right here is a lesson. So this is how it looks like when you have a category and then a lesson. So right now, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to go ahead and delete this one so we can delete it. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on the blank category. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this video editing. All right, how about this? Video creation. That will be our first category. Now, when we have our category, notice that the contents over here, there's several different options that we have. I'm just changing the name. It does not have it's a root category, means it's at the high level. It's not a subcategory, which we'll talk about here in just a minute. But we also have, do we want to publish it? Do we want to keep it in draft? How do we want to do this? There's several different ways on this one. Again, watch the other membership video for all of these details. I'm just trying to make this quick. So we have that updated. So now we have a product course creation, video creation. And what we're going to do is click on this. Notice we have add lesson, add subcategory, which is going to be cool, and then add assessment. We're going to go over all these, but let's just create a few of these. And I'm not going to be populating these. I'm just going to be creating these real quickly here, just so that we've got some course course material. Now, excuse me, I'm going to add a subcategory. So again, a subcategory is exactly what you would think. You have a category and then there's another subcategory under that level. This could be, depending on how you want to structure your course, this could be a way to just break out another, group another area within the container that you already have. So right now I'm going to do a subcategory and I'm just going to do video editing. So right now, notice that this is not, it doesn't look like a lesson here. So lesson, it's sort of edited, and now it has this little drop down where now I can create lessons and assessments. So just keep this in mind. It doesn't say, notice at this level, it doesn't say add subcategory. So I can't keep nesting subcategories together. I can only do one subcategory under the main category here. Now I can go through and create another subcategory if I want to underneath this category video creation. I don't want to do that right now, but I'm just wanted to let you know you can only go category, subcategory. You can't go any deeper than that on categories for organization of your online courses. So right now what I'm going to do is I just want to put a lesson underneath here, and I'm just going to call this lesson 1, and this is going to be under this course. Now notice when we do this, the course is published, but all of these other ones are in draft. So to make this visible, I want to make sure that I click on this and select publish. So I'm just going to do this on all of these because I want to make these readily available for people to see. Now, if they're published, people can see them. If they're in draft mode, even if you have a product out there and there's a lesson that's in draft mode, people that have access to that product cannot see it until you publish it. So that's one of the great things, meaning you can create multiple lessons and work actively. Your team can work actively on that particular product in real time without having to have a demo site and then move everything over. You can completely create the course, get it ready, and then once it's ready, go from draft to publish. Bam, then you send out an email to everybody that's a member of that course saying, hey, we've just added a new lesson, go check it out. So now that we've got this set up here, we've got a container here, we've got lessons, we've got a category, subcategory, and then a lesson underneath that. So now what I want to do is I want to sit back and create another category. So I'm just going to call this thumbnail creation. So I want to have another, there we go, spelled it right. So notice now you're starting to see how you can start structuring your course to have different topics at the category level. So here for this one, again, we have the same option, subcategory. I'm not going to do anything here. I'm literally just going to put lesson 1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this category and publish it because it is going to be published. Now, earlier when I were talking about lessons that you have published, it doesn't have to be a lesson. We just saw you can have a complete category that's in draft mode. And then when that complete category is available, then you can turn everything on. So there's multiple different things that you can do here. The great thing, I've worked with membership sites in the past, and the thing that I always hated is every time you created a lesson in that system, it had to go live. And I didn't like that because then people could see you actually building the course until you got it finished. So that's one of those things that really bothered me because I had to do it. I had to create a lesson on a separate membership site, get it completely built, and then copy paste as much as I can, as quickly as I can into the live offer a product in order to make it, just magically appear without people, who are currently logged in see, like, if they catch you in the middle of you building that course, they could see the course and how you're beginning building it. I didn't want to see that happen. I love this because you can keep it, you can do everything in draft mode, completely get it finished, and then just boom, turn it on, and now everybody sees a fully finished course just right now out of the blue. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you here. That's one of the other things I really love about High Level. I love many things about High Level, but hopefully you can start seeing how this works. Now, with this, what I want to do is click on the preview. Now, what I want to do is just kind of show you. There are several different templates that can be used here, but this is the template that we're using here. This is what the course looks like. You can change this background. You can change the YouTube course channel description and things like that. So the video creation, lesson 1, lesson 2. Now notice we don't have any artwork associated with this, so you can put your own thumbnails associated with each one of these. Perfectly fine. Now notice the video editing. This is a subcategory. This is just the way it looks. So the way things look and appear in your online course is just a matter of professionalism. I mean, if you're going to build an online course, you want it to look good. You want people to understand just visually how things look so they can go through the course step by step and intuitively know what the next step is. So this right here is just a way that you can use the video creation. Notice that the font is smaller because this is a subcategory. Now, what I wanted to explain to you is that subcategories and categories are still a category. So when we deal with the workflow and we deal with category started, category completed, we can do any category, even subcategories show up there. So I'll show you what that is as well. So we have video editing, lesson 1, thumbnail creation, lesson 1. Perfect. I'm going to leave this up real quick. And I want to show you something that's very powerful, is the ability for you as a course creator to start having quizzes. Now, if you're a course creator and people are taking your course, people might just fly by your course and not really understand the material that they just learned. So you as a course creator, now what you can do is you can build quizzes in to your categories, to your lesson, however you want to do that. So right now, what I want to show you just real quickly how this works, because I really think it's a great feature. So we're going to come here and add what they call an assessment. Okay. Just refresh this and just see what's going on here. There we go. So I'm not sure what happened right there. I'm just going to type in quiz 1. Now this could be, again, you have assignment or quiz. However you want to do this, I'm just going to demonstrate the quiz here. But if you want to create an assignment to give somebody action items to do something, you can create an assignment as well. I just really like the quizzes because then you could really create your own questions, create your own answers. And well, let's just take a look at it here without me having to sit back and explain it. So we've got quiz 1 created. Now I'm going to click into there and open it up. Now it's called quiz 1. And one of the things that you start seeing here is some basic information. This quiz requires a passing grade. So if you want to, you can make your students not be able to go to the next lesson until they finish this quiz and get a passing grade. So if you wanted to do that, you can just simply say this quiz requires a passing grade, and you can just say 70%. So 70% of whatever questions you give it, they would have to answer in order for them to pass and then go beyond that quiz to the next lesson below it. So do you see how that works? This is a great way for you to really make sure that people understand the content of your courses before they actually go to the next level. Now, pass confirmation message, fail confirmation message. Right now, just for the speed of the course, I'm not going to be typing anything in here, but this could very well read something like, hey, great, congratulations, you just passed a test. Please proceed to the next lesson. Great job. Something like that, inspirational. Now notice in here, you've got multiple different things that you could put in here. You've got a full rich text bar, bullets. You can add links, you can add images. You can add whatever you want here for this particular message. Likewise, if somebody doesn't pass, then what message you want to give them here? It's a fail confirmation message. So these both things can happen depending on if they pass or they fail. So right now, that's the first thing that you get created. Now what you have to do is come down here and add a question. So notice when you add a question, you're going to have to expand it. The first choice you get is, how do you want this to work? Do you want this to be a single choice out of your questions, or do you want this to be multiple choice? So that's your first one. We're just going to do single choice. So it just says question right here. And this is under the thumbnail. So we're going to say, what is the best software for thumbnail creation? And of course, please forgive my typing. So that's the question that we're going to ask. Now, with this, now that we've got the question, now we need to sit back and add a choice. So we're going to add option 1. And we're just going to... I'm going to finish this because I really want to show you what this is like. Notice that you can type your any answer that you want in here. Notice that you have the option of saying this is the correct option. So either if it's single choice, then only select one of them as a correct option. If it's multiple choice, then multiple items could be correct. So either one, whatever's the correct option, you have to check this box. So I'm just going to do, let's just say PowerPoint. Third choice, Adobe Acrobat. Of course not, but that's silly. And then our fourth choice, and again, I'm just giving 4 choices. You can give as many choices as you like. Canva. So right now we're going to set Canva as the correct option here. Okay, and when we do this, we're going to simply click Save. Now we've saved that. The information has been saved and completed with only one question. Now, of course, I'm not going to do more than one question. I'm only doing this so that you can simply see what it looks like inside of High Level when you create the quizzes. But this is the power of this. Just keep this in mind. You can make sure that your students understand the materials well enough before they move to the next lesson. And you can build that into your course. Build it one time and it's there forever. I love it. So build as many questions as you want here. But once the questions are finished, then you can simply go back to the course. Notice now that this is still in draft mode. So if I come over here and I refresh this, I will not see it. So while I'm building these quizzes, you will not see it in any thumbnail creation. So I'm going to come back here and simply select this from draft to publish. Visibility has been updated. Now, assuming that you're the student, you come back in here to the course again, you're going to refresh it. You're going to come down to thumbnail creation. Now you notice you've got this nice little icon here. You don't have to provide artwork. It's a quiz. So when people click on this one, what they're going to end up getting is this lesson here. It's like, uh-oh, you have time to start a quiz. So start the quiz. Question 1, what is the best software for thumbnail creation? Microsoft Word. You could select this. Notice that this is only a single option, so whatever option is selected. Now, because this is in sort of admin mode, it won't work. But we know that we've selected Canva as the one that was a correct option. So somebody would select it and click submit, and then the course would be graded by high level. The grade would then depend on whether or not they got 70% or higher based upon this quiz that we had. And depending upon that, the high level would either pass them on this quiz and allow them to go to the next level and give them the pass, that little message about that they passed the course, if you remember. So on this one, this pass confirmation message would be displayed on the screen, or the fail confirmation message would be displayed on the screen, depending on if they passed or they failed. So that right there, I think, is a great feature when you're dealing with courses, that you can just hold your students accountable and build that into your course. And high level completely allows you to do that. Now what we've done is we've taken just a few minutes and just thrown a course up. Of course, we don't have any materials in there, but at least we have a structure that we can now begin to look at workflows. And let me show you how you could begin using these workflows and these triggers to activate things. Now, let's hop back over here. Now that we have a new workflow, what I want to do is just simply show you each one of these. I'm not going to build out the workflows completely. I'm going to leave that completely up to you. What I want to do is kind of show you each one of these and how you need to add certain filters to make sure it activates only on a particular lesson, only on a particular category, and just show you some of the pros and cons of that. So right now, let's go to category started. Now, for this, you want to make sure that you give your workflow trigger a name. Okay, so category started, you might want to say what category, but let's just say add a filter, because for all of these, you're going to have to add filters to be specific to high level, saying, for instance, goodness, what do you want to select? So right now we have to select a product. Inside the product, we want to say is any of. And then notice here that we get both the products that we have configured in the sub account. So right now we want to deal with the course that we just created, the YouTube channel course. So once we select that, notice that I can select multiple ones here if I wanted to, so that multiple products get triggered off of it. That's completely up to you. So that's nice because you can build one workflow that's triggered off multiple categories. So that's just multiple products. So now that you've got the YouTube channel course, what you can do is simply click Add Filter and select the category. So this category we want to do is any of. And then now we have all of the categories. Now notice that the video editing, this was a subcategory, if you remember correctly. So pop back over here. Notice that this video editing is a subcategory, but in high level, it doesn't care. It looks at that just the same way as a category as a primary category. So any one of these can be selected. So we're just going to say video editing. That's all we're going to do. Now what's going to happen is when this category starts, now this is going to trigger this workflow to do something. Do you see what I mean? So this is how you would need to build your trigger. And then once that trigger is built, we could save it. And then once we click on there, any of the actions that are involved in here go crazy. You can send a message to the team. You can send an email, an SMS, ringless voicemail to the student. I mean, just go crazy with whatever you want to do to communicate with your students, making it very personalized. So now that we've done that here, I'm going to come back up here to the top, close this out. And what I want to do is click on this. I want to delete this particular trigger, and then I'm going to come down here and start looking at the next one. Now, category started, category completed. Those are going to be this. You do the same on both of those, so I'm not going to do category completed here. What I want to show you next is lesson. Lesson started and lesson completed, again, are the same. They're just whether you're beginning that lesson or whether they're completed that lesson. So right here with before I kind of get started here, I want to make sure you understand inside of the lesson, when somebody were to go inside of the lesson, this button right here, and again, we're in admin mode, so this isn't going to work. But once they're done with this, they would click this Mark as Complete button. Once they click the Mark as Complete button, then High Level then gives them a link to the next lesson. Then they will be linked over to lesson 2. Once lesson 2 is done, they can click Mark as Complete. When they say Mark as Complete, that is when lesson completed fires. Okay? So lesson start, meaning whenever you sit back in here in the categories and they go to video creation and they go to lesson 1 and they begin it, then this is when the lesson started fires. So I just want to be clear to kind of explain to you how that works. So in the lessons, we want to go here and we want to select a product because again, there's products, categories, lessons. That's how it works. So in order to select a lesson, you have to select a product. And then once you select a product, we have to select a category and so forth. So this is a little bit more, you have to drill down in this a little bit more, but we're going to select the YouTube course. Then we're going to come here and select a category. Notice that this is very easy. Once you understand the process for this, creating these triggers are awesome. So I'm going to do video creation. And then I'm going to sit back here and say lesson. It gives us all the lessons of that category, lessons 1 or lesson 2. So this right here is great. So now I just want to recap. This workflow trigger is going to fire when this one particular lesson start. The lesson is in YouTube channel course product. It is under video creation category, lesson 1. Now, keep this in mind. You can have this, and remember that we could select multiple of this. So if you wanted to, you can have each lesson in that category fire all of those whenever they start them on each one of those. You can have the same workflow fire for multiple lessons because you can check multiple boxes here. So again, YouTube channel course, video creation. If they go to lesson 1 or lesson 2, if they start that, then this workflow fires and does something. Okay, that's how this works. So perfect. I'm going to go ahead and click cancel here. Come back to the workflow trigger and squeeze back down here to the membership sites. So lesson started, lesson completed. Perfect. Now, new membership sign up here. Just going to go through that real quick here. We're going to sit back and add a filter. This filter is going to be based upon an offer. Keep in mind, an offer is the public facing thing you're selling on your funnels. You don't sell a product in High Level with a membership site. Products are under offers. Offers are sold on funnels. Now, offers can contain multiple products, but one offer is what you're selling on a particular funnel page. Now, of course, you can have one sell, and then, of course, you can do upsells inside of membership sites when they go through your funnel, and the upsell could be another offer inside of a membership site, but each offer is individual. Each offer has products. Those products have categories. Categories have lessons, and so forth and so on. So here, what we're going to do is select the offer, High Level Software Training. Now, what I want to do is stop right here and come back in here because we created a product, but we did not create an offer along with it. Notice we have 2 products here now. So I want to go to here and I want to go to offers. So right now I want to create an offer and I'm just going to call it YouTube channel training. And I'll just call it course. Now product, I want to make sure I select the particular product. Now here on this main offer screen, you can only select one product. Once the offer is created, then you can add more products to it. Just want to make sure you're clear here. Sometimes it can be confusing, but you have to create the offer first, then you can add more products to it, but you have to select a primary product that's going to be involved with the offer. Now, here you can leave the price at 0, making it free, or you can charge something. I'm just going to make it free because I'm just that great a guy. I like to give stuff away, and I'm going to just say create. Now here inside of the offer, there's other things that you can do. Notice that you can keep this in draft or publish it. It says free offer because the price was 0. You can have your own artwork associated with it, descriptions, all these other things. And notice here at the bottom, included products, YouTube channel course. Notice that down here we can say add product. We can simply add. Now we only have one other product in here, which is a High Level training, but we can add, this is what I'm showing you. Inside of this offer, we can add as many products as we want to it. Okay. So this is where, again, this is where you can just create your offer and go crazy with all your products, but the products have to be created first. Then you create the offers on top of the products. Hopefully that makes sense. So now what we're going to do is just simply click save. So now if we look here to our offers, notice we have one that is published and one that's in draft. If it's in draft, nobody can see it. So right now what we want to do is just simply come here and edit this, come up here and publish this and click save. Now once it's saved, now what we can do is come back here, and now what we're going to do is come back to this membership new sign up. Now what we can do is sit back and select our offer. Notice now our offer looks like we need to refresh it here. So my fault on that one here, because we just added it and it might need to be updated here. So give me just a second. So we're going to do this. We're going to come back down here, and hopefully now that we've got this refreshed, we can create an offer, and then that second offer will show up. Okay, great. Here we go. So now we, again, just required a little bit of a refresh. YouTube channel course. So now you see you can have a workflow that fires off of the channel course and a workflow that fires off the high-level training course. So you can have workflows that fire off each one of them. So keep that in mind. Once the workflow triggers, this is where you can do all the onboarding stuff that you would do with a new student here. So that's kind of what this workflow is. When they sign up, you want to have all the automation for onboarding completely done, communicate with them, making sure they can access the course. All this other information can be done here in this at this workflow trigger. So I want to sit back and, I just want to show you how you create another offer and how that worked. Now we're going to come down here to the next one. Offer access granted, offer access removed. Now here's where I told you this offer access and product access are kind of tied together. Because when you give them access to an offer, if the offer involves multiple products like the one that we just did, now the product offer or the product access granted will fire along with the offer access granted. So be careful in this one, because you don't want to have both and then you get two emails that blasts out about to the student regarding the same product or the same offer that you have. So just watch out for this, but let me just kind of show you how this works. I'm going to hop back over here, and I'm going to hop back into our contacts area. Now, I've created this one John Smith, fake, just a fake name. But inside of the contact record, what you can do is down here, I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Notice there's an offers area. Now, at this high level, if you're interested in learning more about the CRM stuff, watch the CRM video I have on my channel. It's just a lot of information to go over, but I want to be specific and go over the offer section here. So when you select this, notice that you have two offers that you can potentially give this contact access to. Now, keep this in mind. This contact could come through a funnel. You could be promoting a free course. They can come in through this your funnel and sign up, and then High Level will automatically assign them this offer because they went and they signed up through your online funnel course. Or if you already have somebody in your contacts, you just want to give them access, then you can simply come into their contact record, come in here and say, I'm giving you access, John Smith, to this YouTube channel course. Now, I don't know if you saw that little wheel spinning here when you did that, but we just assigned an offer to this person. So what that means is that this offer access granted just fired for John. So we gave him access to an offer that fired, and because YouTube has access to the YouTube product as well as the high-level software training, now the product access granted fired. So just be careful about that. But this is just a way that you can simply come in here and give somebody an offer and assign it to them. And when you assign it to them, they can go to your membership course URL and sign in and get access to that particular course, because the security inside of High Level is assigned to the offer level. So whatever you have at the offer level, then they have access to all of those products that are inside of your membership site. Now, likewise, when you come over here, offer access removed. If I come over here to John and say, John, sorry, buddy, you ticked me off, man. You're gone. Your access is history. So I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that to John. I'm not that mean. But here you could understand offer access removed. I just removed access. So now I can send out an email to John saying, hey, John, you no longer have access to this. Who knows? It could be, you might have a trial or something on your course that somebody takes, and you might want to revoke access. And once you revoke access, you simply want to let them know that, your trial is over and I'm sorry, but you don't have access to this any longer. So that's just something that you can do with the offer access granted, offer access removed, and the product access granted and removed. Now, if you want to do this, I'll just show you this real quick. You're just going to simply come in here and select your offer, each one of these. That's it. It's pretty straightforward here. And now that it's granted, this is going to trigger off the YouTube channel course. Likewise, if you come in here and you want to do the offer removed, it's the exact same way. You just simply say what offer, which one do you want to have removed, and it's just that simple. So that right there are those. And again, product access granted. Again, products are, when you look at this, you have to go add filters, select your product, whichever product that you want, boom, and there you are. So you see these are not challenging. Really what it is just breaking it down to what you want to do when each one of these events happen. And do you want to do anything? So this is the product access removed. Now the product started and completed, this is another one. Has somebody, when they click on it, they click into the product from the main page. Like here, if we go back and, notice that this is the YouTube channel course. This is the only course that they have right now. We're not looking at the main screen, but if I were to click on my library, notice that I have, this is what they would see when they logged in to your membership course. They would see multiple different courses that you have access to. Well, like YouTube channel course, when somebody clicks on your product and they go into your product, then this is when this thing fires. Your product has started. So that right there is, you might want to have something happen when somebody does that. Product started, product completed. Again, you just want to add a filter. Make sure you select the right product. Here is any of this. So for this case, we'll just do the YouTube channel. So again, you can select multiple ones here. And then last but not least, I know this has been a little bit of a longer video here, but I hope you find this really helpful, because a lot of people have been commenting and contacting me about specific things that you can do inside of the course creation. Apparently memberships are just a really hot topic right now. And a great thing about High Level, unlimited products, unlimited offers, unlimited membership. I mean, I know other people limit how many courses you can create, how many students you can have. That's crap. Sorry, I was going to say something not so nice. That's bad. So I like High Level because they don't limit you to anything. You can have as many courses, as many students as you want to, and it's all good. So last but not least is the user login. So here, the user login, if you simply come up here and add it, notice that there is no other fields available. This is just what happens when a user logs in, then this gets triggered. Be careful about this, okay? This thing can be firing a whole lot if you have a lot of students logging in and out. Just be careful on how you utilize it on this one here. So that right there could be something that you do. But hopefully at this particular point, I believe that's all I wanted to show you. I really want to work through all the workflow triggers regarding memberships, how you can build stuff, how you can build a product, the different categories, lesson levels, offers, products, and all of that stuff hopefully got explained to you on this particular video. If you enjoyed it, if you liked this video, click like, leave me a comment. I also appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I always appreciate it, and thank you so much for visiting my channel, and have a great day. Hey, I want to thank you again for visiting my channel and give you one more little thing here. If you are interested in High Level and getting some additional High Level training, please see the link in the description below. I do have a free course I'm offering that covers everything related to High Level and gives you all the information that you need to know. Thank you so much and have a great day.